Mm-hmm. And then the next match we have is Adrian Adonis with the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, versus Roddy Piper. And loser gets their hair shaved match.
Mm.
Now this match goes for 6 minutes and
A little bit longer.
20 seconds. So yeah, it's been a little bit longer than what we've been seeing for the past couple of matches.
Okay.
And Maria, who were you rooting for?
And first of all, let's talk about Adrian Adonis looking gorgeous in a black robe with gold trim and his pink painted eye. That was but if you were sad in WrestleMania 2 because there were no bagpipers, you can still be sad because there were no bagpipers in WrestleMania 3. But they did play his music, so
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, I'm rooting for Roddy and his belt. So what about you, Josh?
I was going for Roddy Piper as well. The crowd was very hyped up. They mentioned that this was his farewell match.
Yes, because he was either cast or he was gonna go and star in the movie They Live.
What is that movie about?
The movie is basically about I believe he's a janitor or something, and or a garbage man.
Okay.
And he finds these sunglasses, and the sunglasses are just not regular, ordinary sunglasses. They actually allow him to see the inside of what's really inside of people, which ends up being some type of alien.
Wow, that's awesome.
So he's just going around and shooting these people, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, this guy's crazy!" Because they don't see what he sees because they do not have the special sunglasses. Yeah,
they needed those in that John Cena series.
Yeah, that's true. He could have used those. They also could have used them at the Secret Invasion. Who's a Skrull? Are you a Skrull? Am I a Skrull?
Am I a Skrull?
Is this Mike a Skrull?
Are you a Skrull?
Who knows?
Right.
Am I using a scroll?
Yeah. Are you?
From Egyptian pyramid times? No, I'm not.
I hope not.
No.
I don't know where you'd get like the ink to write on that type of paper.
Parchment paper.
I said the ink.
Okay.
So
TBD on that, everybody.
Yeah. So with this one, so you were going for Roddy?
Yeah. Well, I noticed he had a belt. I mean.
Yeah, he always has that belt.
Okay, so it's not like it's an illegal.
No, I think it's technically to hold up his kilt that he's wearing.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's his belt kilt.
I too wear a belt when I wear my kilt.
Yeah. So yeah, you want him to hold that up, or else you'll be seeing his trunks or something else if he decides to go commando.
Right.
What do you think, Josh?
Not like Suburban Commando. That terrible movie that Hulk Hogan made.
So I heard that he actually came out to his music, but he didn't use a ring card. And I heard a story where he was actually trying to use the ring card, but it wasn't working properly.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he said, "Screw it, I'm just gonna walk down there."
I mean, he probably was better for him to walk anyway, because that if that one was gonna be his last match, you want to soak up the glory.
Yeah.
Get a little taste of the glory, see what it tastes like. So
what's that song? Last match for
what?
No, that's Last Dance. Sorry.
Yeah, it was his last match. His last match until he comes back in WCW.
Right.
I believe. So anything else besides this loser hair gets shaved?
Oh, yes. Brutus the Barber Beefcake comes in and interferes.
Yeah, and I think that's when they just like they should have just showed the barber or Beefcake still lingering
right
around the ringside instead of just having him come back and run out.
Yeah.
to help him. But I guess they were like, and maybe by the time Beefcake got back out there, Vince is like, "Well, you screwed it up. There's only one way for you to redeem it. Go run out there and run some interference."
I mean, Hart gets dragged back into the ring, right?
Yeah.
And they both get knocked into each other's foreheads.
Mm-hmm.
This is my okay. I'll wait, but I mean, so people remember, this is my second favorite match of this WrestleMania. Yes.
Okay, so we already have two. Wow. So this might end up being a WrestleMania with more than two favorite matches?
Yes.
For Maria?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really enjoyed this one.
Good. That's good to hear. So then the next we get some interference with Jimmy Hart. You know, like Josh mentioned, that Jimmy Hart sprays Roddy with his perfume. I think it's whatever he has, and that's when Beefcake comes down. And then Piper comes back to life and puts Adonis in the sleeper. Mm-hmm. We get the arm droppings of 1, 2, 3, and the match is over, and Piper wins. And now it's time to shave Adonis, and the adorable one loses his locks.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I do have to give it to Adonis during this match. Mm-hmm. He really had stamina.
I mean, the match is only, how long is it? 6 minutes and 20 seconds.
Is it the longest match in WrestleMania 3?
So far?
So far.
No, the last one was Billy Jack and Hercules, and that one ran for 7 minutes.
Oops.
So, it is not the longest one at that time.
I like how Beefcake got back into the ring and was massaging Roddy back to life.
Yeah.
I was like, what's happening?
He's I guess he's trying to say that he's got the magic touch.
What do you think, Josh?
It looked like the Beefcake was having some problems trying to shave off his Adonis's hair.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, I think this is before he goes to barber school.
Mm-hmm.
Because later on he comes back, and then that's when he becomes Brutus the Barber. So you know that's why he's terrible at cutting this guy's hair.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, and then a sad fact, the adorable one, Adonis, passes away a few months after.
No way. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. That's tragic.
In a car accident.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Oof.
Yeah.
Well, now
that you've taken off the life of this podcast,
no,
that bad. Well,
if you're still watching,
help warm with us as we continue this rewatch.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, I noticed that Roddy put him in a sleeper hold, and he wins, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we also see that some random fan jumps into the ring and gets arrested. So I want to ask, first of all, to our audience, are you that fan? If so, leave it in the comments and tell us what happened. But what about you guys?
Well, no, I was not that fan. Are you asking me if I was that fan? That fan looks like he was like 20-something years old when he ran into that ring.
Not that particular fan, but are you that type of fan that jumps into the ring?
No, I would not be that type of fan that jumps into the ring, mainly because I've seen what happens to those fans when they jump into the ring. And, you know, this particular fan gets treated very nicely that I've seen. The other ones have gotten beaten up, not by security. They've gotten beaten up by the wrestlers themselves before security makes their way to them to take them out in handcuffs.
Yep.
Nice.
Seen that too many times.
So, anything else, Maria?
No, I think that takes us to our 7th.
No, one thing before we continue, I want to ask you.
Yes. I'm ready.
Are you going to be sad that we will not see Roddy Piper anymore into the future? Because he's been with us for the past 3 WrestleManias.
I mean, yeah, that's a good question. And I am. I'd like to see him come back and again come back with his pipers. So
Okay. Noted.